This or that, this or that. Then of course, the choice is yours.
So you can get with this, or you can get with that. Here's where it's at. For Red Space, my name is ClairV, and today we have another this and that. So let's introduce this and that. So for this, we have forgiveness and our mystery card. Ooh, did you see it? I didn't see it. If you've seen it, right, comment. And then for that, we have spirituality and religion and our mystery card. And then we also have a mystery card for at the end to tie them together for our MyXtery reading. Yes, MyXtery reading. Before we go on to this and that spread to find out what we're doing, we are going to go over this and that. So for this, we have forgiveness. Now, forgiveness states that the situation you're inquiring about will be healed or improved through your willingness to release old stored anger. Your anger may show up in subtle ways such as high blood pressure, addictions, insomnia, or moodiness. Wouldn't it feel great to have stable moods and more control over your health? Forgiveness isn't the same as saying that the action of others were justified and accepted. You may not even be consciously aware that you've been holding on to resentment. Instead, forgiveness is a statement of self-empowerment. You choose to detoxify yourself of all stored anger and other negative energies. After all, when you hang on to anger, it only hurts you, not the other person. So to heal the situation, beware that meditation and introspection are important practices that can help you. See that your anger is merely a transit feeling like a dark cloud floating across the sky. Recognize that the source comes from a past life and let it go. Forgiveness is cathartic and profoundly healing. Free yourself from negative and harmful emotions. So that's forgiveness. Now, for that, we have spirituality and religion. This says, everyone's soul enjoys varied experiences and opportunities. So it's very common for us to explore a number of different religious and spiritual paths as we travel through lifetimes. While spiritual growth and knowledge accumulate during all lifetimes, this specific spiritual or religious path differs in each one. Perhaps the religion you are raised with doesn't coincide with your true beliefs. This acknowledgement may trigger guilt, fear, or shame. Unless you are aware of the bigger picture, your spiritual knowledge is housed within your soul, and you are an eternal being who is forever connected to the divine infinite wisdom. This card asks you to explore alternate spiritual and religious paths. There you will find the inner peace and answers you seek. So yeah, this and that go together, like this and that. So yeah. Let's put our MyXtery cards up here and get on with the reading. So, moving from left to right, we have, what am I here to give or to receive? We received number 9, the bouquet. So that's what I thought of. Next, number 31, the sun. So I thought, what kind of person am I? That's the question. The middle card, which is the main thing besides the mystery cards, is I thought of how do I get unstuck, or how did I get stuck? The next one is the child. I thought of lessons learned or new beginnings. And for the last one, number 19, the clock tower, and I thought how to heal past traumas. Or like your inner child, since it was next to the child. Yeah, I thought that this past life has given you a happiness and has you held down to your childhood or to the past. Something's holding you to the past, and it's been for a long time now. So you're like stuck in the past life, and we're going to figure out why, how, what, who, and all this juicy information, and the mystery cards at the end. So thank you, Lenormand, coming up with our answers. And we'll use our, and we didn't pass the life cards.
Yes or that, yes or that. Then of course, the choice is yours. Yes or that, yes or that. Then of course, the choice is yours.
Alright, we have our spread. For this, forgiveness brings us many things, and it releases a lot of things. And just because you forgive doesn't mean that it's okay. And this is saying that once we forgive, we are no longer attached. So by this forgiveness being your main thing, it seems like this has something to do with your stuckness or what have you. So forgiveness is the main key to get unstuck. So let's get down to it and find out more about these past lives and situations we have here. For the Celtic, what am I here to give or to receive? Now, the Celtic has a lot to do with like the Ireland, Scotland areas. Now, you might be drawn to these areas. You might love oak trees and willow trees. Maybe you're here to plant trees or to learn herbal medicine, or maybe you're here to give knowledge about them, cultures. Maybe you're an Anglophile, which is a person who adores these cultures. Maybe you need to learn wisdom about the old religion, or you are working on that since we have a cross here. Maybe you're into theology. The next card, this question was, what kind of person was I? Now, you received Galactic. So, for Galactic, you were a very peaceful person, compassionate. This is probably your first time on Earth, or like you look at Earthlings like they're violent, mentally, emotionally, physically. You were very intuitive. You went within. Meditation was a good practice. You enjoyed meditation. And if not, this is saying that will heal. This has a lot to do with forgiveness, which is our card. So when we're speaking about forgiveness, card says that it's very cathartic. That's saying that it's very necessary to heal past wounds. So the good thing you chose this reading. So on to the next one. What can get you unstuck, or what got you stuck? And we received the farm. So possibly being on a farm, or being around horses, or something to the land. Maybe the land got you stuck. So this also says to help you get unstuck, to be more self-sustaining, to be more living off the land, and to be more independent. This is also saying to this is urging you for a simple life. If you have so many things on your plate or something, this is like, get rid of all the unnecessary things and try to be for the here and now. You can reconnect with your past life through animals or through the land. So yes, this is also working with these will help you release this past life trauma, because there might be deep-seated fears that you have to address. So maybe talking to a professional past life therapist, or like somebody that does cards like me to help you like go within. So that's what we're doing now. Hopefully this and that's reading will help you. So moving right along to the lessons learned. What lessons have you learned? Okay, so the lessons learned, or a lesson you could learn, we received the baby. Now, you could have something could have happened to your baby or you when you were a baby. And this is saying to trust your intuition and your unconscious mind when hearing these messages. You'll receive signs or messages, some kind of something, and this will help you remember and recall your past life and what you could do to remember and release these stored traumas. Possibly something happened to you when you were a baby or to your baby. Parenthood and babies have something to do with it. Like I said, trust your intuition, because maybe you learned how to be a parent in a past life. Or maybe you learned your traumas of when you were a baby. And this goes to the next one, how to heal the past traumas. And here we have unrequited love, which is so fitting. Now, this card has a lot to do with past hurt in a relationship. Maybe your past lover or in your past relationship, they abandoned you or deeply hurt you, betrayed you in some way. And this could be affecting your relationships now in this current life. So this is urging you to find or to do some research on, like, to go within, do some research on your feelings and thoughts to figure out what is from past life, what is current life. Maybe you're needy or you're jealous or have some kind of feelings or dealing with that issue from somebody else. This will help. And maybe unrequited love. Unrequited. So yeah, unrequited love is not reciprocated. You may have given your heart to somebody and they did not give it back. So maybe you just have to love yourself. Maybe start a new relationship with yourself. So yeah, love is the answer. Love is the key. So yes, unconditional love in yourself will help discover past life memories, traumas, and healing methods. And this brings this reading to a close. Oh wait, we need to get the surprise card. Okay, so the surprise card for this reading is karmic relationships, which this goes, it connects everything. So this card means that either you or someone you are with has these old stored like harboring old feelings that need to be released, either you or them. So when this occurs, you'll be set free from this reoccurring destructive, toxic relationship patterns. So in some cases, this card will arise when there's a reunion with a beloved soul from the past. Perhaps you finally reconnected with a romantic partner, or a new friendship is bringing great joy. The healthy past life connections, you'll immediately feel a sense of like comfort and familiarity. Like you'll be like, I know you from somewhere. So you receive this card in answer to a question or concern that involves a karmic relationship. Fortunately, you can appeal to heaven for help in releasing any old stuck energies or emotions. So yeah, just ask God, help me to forgive this, help me to let this go. So you may be guided to work with a specialist in past life regression or something like that. Here is our reading for this. Now let's go to that and our mystery reading afterwards. So those of you who pick spirituality and reflection, this is for you. This is that's reading. So for that,
then of course the choice is yours.
These 5 questions we received the answers to all the questions. Look at that, 5 right in a row. So we have 2 of the end cards are dark and the rest are light. So it's like in the center is a light card. So for what am I here to give or to receive? It says persecution and inquisition. So we have this lady like tied up. So maybe you're here to learn how to punish yourself or how to discipline. This is discipline. So perhaps you were accused in a past life of being some kind of witch or being punished for something, and this brought some kind of fears into this life. So maybe the fears from the past, from how you were prosecuted, were brought to this life, and maybe you're here to receive this kind of or give. Maybe in the past your character and behaviors were examined publicly and you were blamed for like crop failures or deaths that had nothing to do with you. Your neighbors in government said that you were casting spells or like was a capital offense or did something that you didn't do. You got punished for something you didn't do. So now you have this, because in reality you're a good-hearted person, and you still are to this day. You have the ability to see the future or to use energy for healing purposes or something, and that lifetime has made you very sensitive to gossip and rumors. If someone falsely accuses you now of something, it's like it really pisses you off. So you become fearful and upset because this behavior has led to your painful death before. So right away you get defensive, like, thinking, I'm being prosecuted. You're on defense. So maybe to heal from this, you have to know that in this current lifetime, spiritual teachers and healers are revered instead of feared. Like, we are looked up upon. And for the most part, some people say, you're the devil, you do cards. But for the most part, it's pretty widespread. So you agreed to incarnate at this time because of your hard-won knowledge from previous lifetimes is needed in this world. So the knowledge you have from the past, this is what you have to give. The knowledge that you have from the past, you need to share it, and possibly publicly, because that will either save someone, help someone. This will help you heal. Earth shows that no one can harm you permanently or prevent you from pursuing your spiritual path. So do what you will and don't let anyone stop you. So what kind of person was I? What kind of person were you in the past life is the next question. Now, this card is communal living. So you were a family person. You lived in communities. Maybe you guided the people. Maybe you were a leader. Let's see what this card says. So The lifetime significance to your question involved in a communal setting, which can be like a covenant, a monastery, or a tribe. So maybe you're part of a tribe. Your healthy needs for shelter, clothing, and food were provided for. Although you held a job within the community, you fulfilled your responsibilities for the group, not for your individual gain. Like, you did it for everyone else. Like I said, you were a big part of the community. So to assimilate this in this lifetime, find the balance and harmony between the individual and the group needs, between give and take, which reminds me of the first one, the prosecution and inquisition. So, and remember, no man or woman is an island. I don't know what that means. Understand how you fit into culture and how the group can help you achieve your individual goals and aspirations and further your spiritual growth. And remember, no man or woman is an island. So, yeah, maybe you'll figure out more when you share this knowledge with the community. I think that has a lot to do with it. So how to get unstuck, or what got you stuck? You have the arts, music, maybe this got you stuck, or more possible, what you got you unstuck. So yeah, this also says that, like, you have these special talents that, like, you don't need any classes, but possibly take classes. Maybe you're unaware of this. So maybe taking a class will bring out your past life artistic abilities, because you were very artistic, if not now, in past life. So you still have that in you. Music, arts, something of you can create whatever. So this is how to get unstuck. Now, the lessons learned. You received male and female. This card says that if you are living now as a female, most of your past lives you are a male, or vice versa. If you're a male, most of your past lives were a female. Now, these lessons that you learn are like these, maybe because of that, you have like a confusion, or you don't really relate. Like, if say I was a male in a lot of previous lifetimes, I'm not that feminine, I have more masculine qualities, I don't really do the feminine thing. Or vice versa, if you're a male now and you're a female in prior lifetimes, you don't really get like the masculine jobs, or like maybe you have confusion with like transgender or with your gender or something like that. There might also be some other health issues like infertility and stuff like that when it comes to this. So maybe you've learned that lesson between male, female, or who you are, who you are, something of that sort. So heal past traumas, and this is where you get your past traumas, wars and battles. So yeah, you were in battles, and this still affects you today. Maybe you hear a loud bang and you get scared, like this is embedded in you, these traumas. Possibly you even killed in war. Maybe you were a civilian, you were a pilot, you were a captain. Your intuition, your unconscious will tell you what role you played in this war. This could also affect you now in this lifetime when it comes to conflict, and that you might like run from conflict, or you know how I said in the beginning how like you hear something and it might put you within. So it's important to channel this in a peaceful way, because you could lose your temper, maybe you have a bad temper or something like this. So you want to do this in constructive ways. For instance, being an activist for a positive social change, or a legal activist for a campaign or something. You want to work to like even out this karma to help people. Well, that's it for your reading. Here's all your cards put together and your spread. So yeah, let's find out your mystery card. You received wisdom. Wow, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful card. So this is saying that even though you might not even realize it, you are so wise, so intelligent, and you are that way because of all the things you've learned in the past life. Like, that doesn't just, you don't just lose that. That's within. So even if you don't think of yourself as smart, you have this, it might even be hidden wisdom or hidden knowledge about you that helps you in this lifetime. We will learn more about this card in the last reading when we put all the mystery cards together for the MyXtery reading. So there it is. Now we can head to the MyXtery reading and find out our mystery cards. So let me set it up.
Yes, alright, yes, alright. Then of course, the choice is yours.
So, for the MyXtery reading, onto this reading, we received our MyXtery card. For the center of the reading is number 2, the clover. So that brings the question to this MyXtery spread as what brings you luck, what brings you happiness, what brought you luck before, how do we tie it in from the past life to the present? And here's our reading. So what am I here to give or to receive? Karmic relationships. Now you're learning that what you are, who you're with, what kind of situation you're in, it's karmic. You know that this situation is needed, that this situation that you're in, it's like needed for this forgiveness. Okay, so we have to deal with these karmic relationships so that way we can forgive. Now we're learning how to forgive, and that's where true wisdom is, when we forgive not only ourselves but other people. We're not only other people but ourselves. So this wisdom gives you the true knowledge, and the wisdom and forgiveness, you see the wisdom is going right, taking forgiveness head on. So true wisdom is when you forgive yourself of these past karmic relationships. True wisdom is also knowing that the spirituality and religion, these lessons that you learn, that maybe all the things that you've learned in the past lives or in this life aren't how it really is. It's like false belief system, and you have the true wisdom to know and to feel inside like this is right, this is not right. So maybe you're doing research in theology or something about spirituality and religion, and you're learning, these are the lessons you learn. Now, the main MyXtery card is Atlantis. Yes, to heal past traumas, have Atlantis. So maybe being next to the sea, maybe being in the sea of your emotions with your past karmic relationships. Forgiveness about these false belief systems. Like, whoever taught you, they didn't know. You know what I mean? It's like, not like you can get mad at them and you didn't know, so it's not like you can be mad at yourself. It's like, have compassion when dealing with these situations. So yeah, so to heal these past traumas for Atlantis, your soul remembers like tragic endings. So there's longing for like utopia, to this free land, kind of sort of like that's farm card in this is reading. So there's like this imaginable wonder. Perhaps you prefer not to go swimming or sailing. You also recall how the majority of the people were peaceful and loving. So maybe you're that will help you heal past traumas, to be peaceful and loving and to surround yourself with all of those people like that. You may be extra sensitive to issues relating to, you know, the political, like we said in that reading, to the political corruption. So maybe you're learning the wisdom and spirituality to uncover this corruption of some sort. And that'll help you with your karmic relationships. It'll also help you to forgive and spiritually grow and gain wisdom. And this will bring you luck and love and everything nice. So yes, I love this and that. Alright, thank you so much for joining me here at SPread Space for this and that. And I'm ClairV. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. And send me some comments. Let me know how you like this. Love y'all.